Thanks to those of you who've been able to come into Zoom over this past week and a half. It was really great to meet you and catch up. What I just wanted to do is, as promised, I was going to make a short instructional video to clarify majorly the difference between the directions part of the assignment, where you get credit for doing the actual speech, but then in this second part, the place where you post your speech and get credit for responding and commenting on other people's videos. So it's a little bit of a two-part thing, and at first it's kind of tricky. So I thought I'd go ahead and just explain that a little bit for you. One thing you should know prior to any time you want to record is that City College and Canvas have a lot of resources for you. I am in no way claiming to be a Canvas expert, but there are Canvas experts. And one of the first places you can find them is if you go into global navigation and just click on student support. I don't think you can actually see that in this frame, but student support in global navigation right under the Canvas Studio link is an excellent place for you to get support. You can also always go back to Module 0. And in Module 0, that's where it also has links to student support. So if you have trouble recording, you have trouble with your equipment, that is a place where you can get help. Now I'm going to go ahead and just go right in here and explain this a little bit for you. So, again, I assume you've already looked at the overview for each section, where it will always let you know what the objectives are, and then the short to-do list for what you want to accomplish in that particular week. And you'll see in public speaking there is a quiz this week. My quizzes are really easy. You can actually take them twice, and there's only 5 or 6 questions, so that's pretty easy. But the main thing is you're going to record a 1 to 2 minute video in Canvas, or of course you can present it in Zoom. I'll talk about that in a second, but that's where you're probably going to need the most clarification. Remember, in every module, there's just a little bit of instructional content that includes short micro lectures along with just what you need to get through each week. All right, here we go. So for this little short, low stakes assignment, you are going to just create, it's just a 1 to 2 minute, no more than 2 minute short story or anecdotal video. And you'll have a choice. You can either perform it live in your synchronized Zoom class time. For the Friday class, that's always on Fridays. For the Monday, Wednesday class, that's on Mondays. You can do it in there and not have to deal with recording your speech. But a lot of you are going to record and post your speech, and that's totally fine. You'll want to click on my little demo just to watch what I talked about, and your little 1 to 2 minute story can be about absolutely anything. But you're not going to submit your story here, okay? You're just going to get the directions. This is the rubric that shows. This is actually a really easy, low-stakes assignment. Just share your 1 to 2 minute story with something that resembles enthusiasm, and you'll get your full points. And you'll get your points in this part of the module under the speech part. So you'll just get the directions here, get your feedback here. But then the next frame is where you're going to actually post your story. So notice it says up at top, post and comment on anecdotal video. So again, if you're in the Friday class, your deadline is February 4th, but for this particular class I'm showing here, the deadline is on February 2nd. So what I've done is I've included a few links for you to get directions if you've never recorded and posted before. I personally use just the Canvas, the rich content editor, but again, you can use Canvas Studio. Anything that you don't see here is fine too. You'll probably all have something that works for you, but definitely there's just some links here for you to get directions. And then you're going to comment on other people's videos, okay? Now, as I said to the people who came in today, if you show up to do the speeches in Zoom, I'll go ahead and give you the credit for the discussion part here because you were there in class and talking and discussing. So just to clarify, you get points in the discussion under participation here for watching other people's videos and comment, but you also get points here where you actually, even though you're not technically submitting your speech here, this is where you get the directions, this is where you use the rubric, and this is where you'll get the feedback from me. One final thing is please trust yourself not to write your short anecdote or story out. You know your story. If you write it out, you'll end up reading it. So that's really it. I just kind of wanted to get that clarified and really excited about Sunday's game. If you have any questions, please come into my office time on Wednesday if you're in the Monday, Wednesday class. If you are in the Friday class, I will see you Friday and answer all of your questions. Have a great day.